Every mirror showed pieces, but never felt the same. I carry quiet bruises, no one ever really saw. Still I rose through the darkness, learning how to love it all. Every scar, every story painted me in deeper tone. Every tear was a river leading me back home. Beautiful, I am colored, every shade a part of me. From the ache to the wonder, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Beautiful, I am colored, in my truth I finally see. All the love, all the thunder living bright inside of me. I've been healing in silence, letting old wounds breathe, learning strength and surrender, finding peace I didn't see. Now the light feels familiar, like it knew me all along. Oh, I am shaped by the shadows, I am lifted by the song. Every scar, every story painted me in deeper tones. Every tear was a river leading me back home. I am colored, every shade a part of me. From the ache to the wonder, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Beautiful, I am colored, in my truth I finally see. All the love, all the thunder living bright inside of me. I'm learning to love the colors I hid. Every shadow I feel now shows me where I.
Hey friends, can y'all hear me okay? Hey Shawnee, hey Jen. Yes, Ethernet is check. It is in. Can y'all hear me okay? Oh, wonderful. Okay, I'm excited because y'all might not have seen my short. It was user problem. So like I was trying to figure out like with my StreamYards, why was I having so much difficulty with like the pausing and stuff like that? Cause y'all know your girl ain't monetized yet, so ain't no commercials running or nothing. Child, I did not have my Ethernet cord pushed all the way in. It was hilarious. It was hilarious, embarrassing, but a teachable learning moment for me. And so that's what it is. I appreciate y'all being here. Today's broadcast is all about the Wegovy weigh-in. So I have a full video that I linked in the description of this live. If you haven't seen it, you can watch it after or as time provides, because it does go into pretty comprehensive detail about my weigh-in this morning. So we're going to get to the topic of the day in just a second. But first, I have a couple of announcements as people come in. So I like to start these lunch lives out with a segment I call shout outs and thank yous. And that's where I just shout out a person, place, thing, or idea for which I'm grateful. So y'all know recently I had those headshots done, right? And I tagged the photographer, the owner of the studio, who was in the chat of that short that I posted. But it's Janae Photography right here in Denver, who did a phenomenal job of my pictures. But here's the reason why I'm shouting Janae Photography out. Okay, headshots in studio can be and are very expensive. Okay, not going to get into dollars and cents here because I'm not just going to do it today. But just know it can be very expensive. The package that I purchased had 5 headshots in it. So when I downloaded my my packet, when I downloaded it, tell me why I had like 12 or 13 pictures in there. And so I think you all know this about me by now, but I operate from a high level of integrity. Some people would have just saw the 12 and said, well, they lost, not mine. Well, not Evelyn. I don't rock like that. So I emailed her and I said, hey, I'm not sure if this was a mistake, but integrity is important to me, and I only paid for, 5 headshots. And do you know, she was like, you are such a blessing and you are blessing other people. And I love your channel. And I have literally like 7, and that's how I got so many of them. I have like 12 or 13 headshots. I just said, thank you, thank you, thank you to Janae Photography for the huge blessing of providing me with enough headshots to get the job that I need done. So thank you, thank you, thank you. The next one, y'all see me at the beginning of this broadcast and I bought over a jumpsuit. Listen, yesterday, well, let me tell you what I'm thankful for first. We have several friends here, but this is a very close personal friend that we've been known for as long as we've been married, actually. And he called me after he talked to Marlon because, sometimes Marlon relays not all the details when he gives me messages. So this friend knows to kind of call me if you want the details to be taken care of. So long story made short, we got comp tickets to a New Year's Eve party tonight, child. Comped, and this party. Hey, Carnivore Muscle, how you doing? Good to see you, sir. And I'm gonna go in the chat in a second, and just make sure I verbally say hello to everybody. But I am so excited because it's been a long time since me and Marlon went out to a shindig. So, friends, do you know what this means? It means that I get to wear one of the jumpsuits. Remember when I did like my first video of trying on clothes months ago, right? And I had these jumpsuits that I was did you train today? Good to hear from you. I'll get to your question in just a second. I see you. So I was like, these jumpsuits, I'm gonna get to wear one of these jumpsuits. Now, recall that at the time, I could not fit the jumpsuits that I tried on to my liking some months ago, but I tried it on last night. When I tell you, I cannot wait to get this footage for y'all today. Okay, more about that in a second. I see a question has come in from Carnivore Muscle, which is the handle name, but Jen is helping me out and saying that his official name is Jonathan. But it's kind of hard when you're on here. So, you just only see the handle and you get so caught up in the moment of the live that you kind of forget, to reference the person by their name sometimes. So I apologize, Jonathan. And I always appreciate you being here. So the question Jonathan has in the chat for me is, did I train today? And it was good to hear from me. Yes, sir. I did train today, but I didn't film it. So sometimes, like when I'm at my powerlifting gym, it's not as busy and I have a lot more latitude to film my workouts. But when I go to a different facility, so we have recreation centers as well, that I'm a member of. So when I go there, I don't film just because it's much smaller. It's always a lot of people. And so I don't have my camera out. Except for today, Jonathan, I did film a short with the sissy squats. It was a new exercise for me. I am not good at it at all, as you will see from the short, not yet. I'm at the level 1 progression on the sissy squats, but I did work out. Yes, sir. I did some back squats today, stretching mostly. I warmed up on the treadmill on the incline, and I had a really good workout. Wasn't as heavy. I'm not maxing out or anything, but it was a really good workout today. Let me see. Are you using OBS Studio with StreamYard today? There is a small latency issue with the video audio sync. This is going to be a learning moment / teachable moment for me, Jonathan. When you say OBS, I've heard that mentioned before on a couple of like connectors channel who talk to you about lives, but I actually don't really know what that means because I haven't tried it out yet. So if I am doing it, I'm unaware that I'm doing it. I will tell you this: the previous lives, I was doing horizontal only because I thought that that's what the issue was with the glitching. But the glitching actually was coming from my Ethernet cord, which wasn't plugged all the way in. So I said I would give both a try today, both the vertical and the horizontal simultaneously. So that might be why you're experiencing some difficulties. But the 60 squats definitely challenged me today. And it really proved that I am much further than I was when I first started my workout routine. But Jonathan, ooh, I know you know those sissy squats, sir, they are so hard. They are so hard, but I'm looking forward to mastering them. As a reminder, friends, Jonathan is a bodybuilder, which is different from powerlifting. His is more like what Twan's dad did. So you know, they definitely have, like, to me, much more defined muscles and stuff like that. And if you go check Carnivore Muscle, Jonathan's channel out, you'll see exactly what I mean. OBS is a software people use to record sometimes. I'm not sure why, but there's a small lag. I can see and hear you fine. There's just a 500 millisecond delay. It's not bad. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you for the heads up. And so, oh, that's right. I think me 2 times was talking about OBS. I do not use OBS software. I don't. Mm-mm. At least not yet. Maybe in the future. Okay, let me go and say hello to everybody that I missed, anybody that I missed. So this is about to be roll call, hello, and then I got to show y'all this shoe that I plan to wear tonight with this jumpsuit. And I have not forgotten, we're going to talk about Wegovy, but I'm just so excited to be dressing up and going somewhere. Y'all don't understand. Because we go out, but like my going out clothes is not like cocktail attire every time. And tonight is, oh, and guess what else? It's a masked New Year's Eve party. And I have a mask. I don't know if I'm wearing it yet. I'm going to go grab it and show it to y'all. But first, let me say hello. Hey, Harjarine. Hey, Cookie. Jen, I think I spoke to you earlier. Shawnee, I know I spoke to you earlier. I know Jonathan, we just had a whole conversation. Grace, hey, Grace, I missed you. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Talking about Wegovy here in just a second, but I got to show y'all these clothes. I got to. Okay, let me see. I miss Kim J. Hey, Kim J. So good to see you. Thank you for joining. Okay, I think I hit everybody in the chat because I'm down to the bottom. Let me show you. Okay, so this is one of the jumpsuits that I tried on some months back. I'm not going to try it on live. I will post a picture tonight when me and Marlon get ready to go, and I will absolutely be sure to take some footage of this event tonight too. So I'll get a good video for y'all, okay? But this is the one that I decided to wear. If y'all remember from the jumpsuit, it's like, I don't know what color it's coming through on camera, but it's a halter top, low back, open back, V. And here are the pants, okay? I tried it on last night. And Marlon was in the room when I was trying it on, and he was just like, and I'm like, you like what you see? He was like, yeah. Hold on. Okay, let me go get this. Talk amongst yourselves real quick. Let me go get this mask. Okay, I'm back. So this mask I purchased several years ago. And it's one of those things. Oh, let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all this mask in a second. Let's see what we got going on. I appreciate you all. Y'all follow instructions so well. Y'all talking amongst yourselves. Okay. Thank you, Kim J. Yes, I plan on having a great time. A great time. And I already set up a plan for myself. I'll talk to y'all about that in a second as far as what I'm gonna drink. Yes, I plan to drink and the snacks because our friends comp these tickets. They got comp tickets. And so they had it's a couple friends. And so they have the two for them and then they had two extra tickets. And it's all you can eat buffet and drinks all night. So you already know these tickets were not cheap. Okay. They weren't. I'm so grateful to our friends. Okay. Yeah, just chatting it up. Okay. JC, do the chickens stay warm during the cold? That's a good question. Kitchen sprinklers, cookie, what about? Now I just clicked on what I saw first. Grace was, yes, they did. Oh, no, they did good. Okay, good. Okay. All right. Looks like y'all were just, so let me take these off. And I hope it don't get tangled in my hair because y'all know I got to figure this out too. But tonight, I think I'm just going to freshen it up. Like I'm going to tighten up the Bantu knots. So I get off early today. So that's wonderful. And then for those of you who saw my weight loss video this morning that I posted about 2 hours ago, my feet was in that picture. And I was telling Grace in the comments that these feet got to get done. So first thing, soon as the nail shop opened, I called and made me an appointment, honey, for 3:30 because I can't be wearing these shoes that I plan on wearing with my toes and feet looking jacked up. That ain't gonna work. So let me show you this mask. I don't know that it goes with the outfit, to be honest, but this is the mask. And it's got like these ties in the back. So this part shouldn't get tangled in my hair. Let me show you. So depending on how you're watching, if you're watching from your phone, you might not see the comments that's vertical and vice versa. That's like one of the glitchy things about StreamYard and doing both vertical streaming and horizontal at the same time. So I can see everybody on my end, but you all might not be able to see each other. But that's why I got the show comments on the stage going up. But look, y'all. This is the mask right here. Marlon has already decided that he is not wearing a mask. He is not participating because they said masks were optional. So Marlon is not participating, but this is the mask. It's kind of like it's coming through gold on the camera, looks like, but it is more of a rose gold. And I do think that rose gold goes well with this mask. Jonathan, if you're still here, I'm so sorry. I'm having a girl time right now. So I apologize in advance. I'm going to get back on track with weight loss stuff in a second. You know what? I don't know if my grandson would say I'm a fun Nana or not. That's what he calls me because we only have one right now. So I don't know. And I'm responding to this comment from Grace. She said, I envision you being a fun grandma. I don't know. I think he might say that, but I'm not sure. It's okay. Okay, you hang it in there, Jonathan. Okay, I'm sorry. Hopefully you're entertained. Okay, so I'm wearing this mask, but not all night, I don't think. But I'm gonna wear this, and let me show you this up against the dress, and y'all tell me if y'all think it's gonna work or not. So here is the contrast. Okay. So this is the jumpsuit, right? And this is the mask. I think I'm gonna be okay with this. I think I'm gonna be okay with this. Cause the midnight blue, Lord, don't tear up my stuff. The midnight blue is I feel like it's a good color. Oh, okay, my bad, Grace. You were talking to Cookie. Sorry. Okay. Now, this is the last. You could have, you know what? I'm one of those people, like, I will not like come to somebody and be like, oh, can you please get this for, I don't know. It's not in my personality to do it. So I've never asked, but you probably see I'm real simple Simon most days. I wear these little fake pearl studs for everything. And I always keep my diamond studs in. So I'm pretty simple, especially with weightlifting. I don't typically wear like hanging jewelry because I was curious, Jen, if you made earrings that were like, because I already see the hanging ones, but I was curious if you made ones that are more stud like. You can make studs. Okay. I'll hit you up in the WhatsApp. We can communicate or directly via text. Let me show y'all the shoes I have in mind. Now, the reason why I chose these shoes is because Marlon is wearing a midnight blue pantsuit with a black, like a black with like a sateen finish. So it's not super shiny, but it's got like that matte shiny. He's wearing that. So I decided that I was going to wear the shoes. I have only worn shoes a few times because, we're always like to have things on my ankle and my wrist. But isn't she beautiful? Isn't she beautiful? So, yeah. So I'm wearing these shoes with it. Okay. I just wanted to show you all. What I'm about to get into, because at first your girl was planning on being in the bed by 8 o'clock because I do not stay up most New Year's. If we don't have nothing going on, I go to bed just like a regular night. So yeah, let me see what y'all talking about. Okay, and that one all by my lonesome. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cookie. That's one of the glitchy things about doing both at the same time. I'm sorry you had some issues. And I'm sure it was pretty lonely over there too. Okay. Jonathan, you just uploaded a video doing leg extensions with an isolated hold. It might give you some ideas for your training. I won't be able to share the link here, but I'll post it anyway. Okay. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate any tips because I will tell you, like, my powerlifting gym is strictly for like powerlifting. So some of the exercise equipment that you would see in your commercial gyms are not in the powerlifting gym. The leg extension machine specifically is one of those things that's not in my powerlifting gym, but it is at my rec center. So I'll look out for that, Jonathan. Thank you. Let me see. Okay, and then Kim's just responding to Cookie about helping out. Y'all are hilarious. Okay, let's see. Seems like y'all are going to have so much fun. Thoroughly enjoy the party and after party beginning of the new year, right? Yes, Kim J. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm super stoked. We'll see if I can get in to see the thread lady for these eyebrows because they be kind of wilding out. You see them. They be wilding out. But anyway, let's get on with the main topic for today, which is the Wegovy weigh-in. So as you all know, I participated in the no weigh-in for the month of December. Okay. Now I'm on Wegovy right now currently, and I am on the 1.7 milligrams. And I have been on Wegovy 1.7 milligrams since August, the beginning of August of this year. And it has been working fairly well for me, honestly. I shared in a previous video that I do not have like some of the like suppression and satiety that, some of the people who are on tirzepatide talk about. I have not really experienced that fully on Wegovy. My appetite is suppressed, but like I still get hungry. Like, for example, I'm hungry right now. But I can't be a trader because I was never with Zepbound, ever. I never been on it. It's just so happened that, I follow the majority of you who are on, the tirzepatide, but I actually have never tried it myself. Who knows what the future holds though? I'm gonna get to that in a second. So this month leading up to like my monthly cycle, I always get my typical cravings. I shared that the other day. Like, I kid you not, I eat a real cheeseburger. I eat a real cheeseburger at least 3 times a month with fries. I don't eat the whole thing, but I do eat it because I crave like the red meat part. And I also eat steak quite a lot during the month, especially leading up to my cycle. So, and I typically don't, especially if I'm lifting heavy, I typically don't I wish I was strict like you, Grace, with the tracking and making sure, that I have like, over the 100 grams of protein per day. But the truth of the matter is that that's not the best job. I haven't done the best job in it. Yes, Jonathan does use GLP-1s. I heard him say it in one of his lives before. Jonathan, if you're still here, Losing It Grace just asked you a question. And I don't want to speak on your behalf if you're here, but I believe I recall you stating in one of your lives that you definitely have used GLP-1s before and that you actually support the use of them. But I'll let you speak for yourself. So anyhow, so I was a little bit nervous, to be honest with you. Like the first 2 weeks of December, I was like, oh, this is fine because I don't really care about the scale anyway, because y'all know I've really been focused on my measurements, right? And so I was like, whatever, I'm not even tripping. But then when I started to get to my cycle and I had that hunger that I just be like wanting to eat a lot of food. Now, granted, it's not as much as I would eat before the GLP-1, but I still had that feeling, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, thinking to myself, man, I hope that I don't gain any weight. And it was like one of the first times where I was like scared. So last night, I was already kind of thinking about it. I'm like, well, whatever. I'm just going to get up in the morning, meaning this morning, and just see what I'm working with. So it's a spoiler alert. I already have my comprehensive video up on my channel. If you want to see the details and, me plugging everything into the Navy Army body fat calculator and everything, you'll have to watch the video. But I'm going to tell you what I weigh. I'm going to tell you my measurements for today. I was this time last month when I weighed in. So I weighed in today at 175.2. Now, it was 176 at first because I had my phone in my hand, but I had to put that down. And when I put my phone down, of course, I can't record. So I reweighed myself and I came in at the 175.2. Now, just as a reminder, and I'm just looking at my reference point on my calendar, November 28th was when I went to my last doctor's appointment, and coincidentally was my last weigh-in. I weighed in at 176.6. And so I'm down 1.4 pounds, which is an average of 0.35 or 0.34 pounds per week over the 4-week period, which is fantastic for where I am. Because I will tell you this, I've heard a couple of other people say, that the size that they're in, it doesn't really feel like they imagine, because I'm starting to fit more 10s now. And I can honestly say I agree. The 10s don't feel like they don't feel like what I thought they would feel as far as my body. But then when I think about and consider my body fat percentage, which when I calculate on the Army Navy calculator today, my body percentage came at percent. So when you think about the fat being less solidity than the muscle, you can kind of understand, a little bit better about why somebody could weigh 175 and have 39% body fat and wear a 10, and somebody weigh 175 and have 42% body fat and wear a 12 or a 14, because that body fat percentage makes a huge difference, in my opinion. Jonathan, I appreciate your engagement in the chat. Let me see what y'all saying. Okay, he was answering Grace very detailed response. Honestly, couldn't say one. I feel the SEMA gives the best bang for buck in terms of appetite suppression. Really? That's interesting, Jonathan. Did it go up? Yeah, I honestly couldn't say one. I found referring to semaglutide, gives the best bang for the buck in terms of appetite suppression. Tirzepatide made him, referring to Jonathan. And again, for those of you just joining, Jonathan is a bodybuilder. He already has several medals. I'm definitely trying to collect my first medal for sure, and hopefully multiple medals next year. So he is one of the people I follow in like the lifting community and the people who are heavily into lifting and bodybuilding. Tirzepatide made, that's interesting. This is just goes to show you that it impacts us all. And so Jonathan says retatrutide has the least appetite suppression, but it helps you feel fuller, faster, and better for blood markers. That's very interesting. Okay, I'm coming to you, Cookie. I see you. Let me see what you're saying here. Lose these. I would think that not weighing myself for a whole month would have been rough. Okay, sorry, let me put you back up here. I would think that not weighing myself for a whole month would have been rough. Now that you've done it, would you do it again? If I have to do it again, I will, but I will tell you that I much prefer weekly weigh-ins. And it's not because I've ever gotten off major track on this journey, because the truth is I've been doing really good on Wegovy. And prior to Wegovy, I was on the compounded semaglutide. And as far as percentage of weight loss, I've already exceeded what the trials, the outcomes of the trials, so I'm really happy with where I am. And I don't mind if it takes me a little bit longer, even though I know there are so much more advanced options out there. I don't mind if it takes a little bit longer, because for me, I really truly need to have something that's sustainable. And I'm not even at the point now where I can determine if I'm going to be a permanent stay on the medication, or if I'm going to, not have it. I don't know yet, because at 39% body fat, I'm still far away from my goal. But I will say at 39% body fat, I'm loving the way I'm looking in my clothes for sure. But the goal is to look good naked, honestly. And that's probably an overshare, but that's just how I feel about it. But I'm going back to weekly weigh-ins, actually. Great question. Okay, let's see. Jonathan says, oh, I can't pronounce that. I'm going to try though. Cagrilintide is very cost effective, but can make you bloated and easy to dose too high. See, bloating, I already got to deal with that once a month. A lot of us ladies do. I just know I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Kim J says, some track, some don't. Find whatever serves you best. Beautiful. Wegovy is successful if you don't suffer with a lot of food noise. Zep will help with both appetite and food noise. And food noise seems to help more. Yeah, I agree, Kim J. That's what I've been hearing, everyone say, but I will tell you this, it's not making me like I said, right now I'm hungry. I was trying to scarf down a bowl of soup before I went live, but I still have half of a bowl to go. And I'm hungry, but it's not where I want to eat the kitchen out. You know what I'm saying? So far so good with Wegovy. But I am going up next week, meaning I'm titrating up to the 2.4. And I'm going to see how they work for me, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm low-key a little bit nervous. Jonathan says, tesofenzyme gives you more energy, but has a lot of contradictions with meds and isn't suitable long-term. Yeah, let me see. Jonathan, I appreciate this education that you're giving us for free. For me and my goals, I would use retatrutide, as it still allows me to enjoy eating, improve blood work markers. But if I was ravenous, I would use semaglutide at a low dose with it. With it? Wait a minute, Jonathan. To clarify, are you saying that you would use, I didn't know you could do that with these GLP-1s and GIPs and all the other acronyms. So to clarify, are you saying that you would use retatrutide and semaglutide at the same time? I didn't know you could do that, if that's what you're saying. Okay. Let's see. Each of the GLP-1s as different pronounced effects based on how sizable the part of the peptide is and how it binds to the receptor. I see. No, I looked at the raw data, and each one has selectivity, for specific receptors. I would go with whatever addresses your weaknesses in food control and is sustainable. Hey, Jonathan, while you still here, I'm curious because I know you've been bodybuilding for a while now, but and I also know you have some other like underlying comorbidities too. But I'm curious, have you ever been like overweight? As you know, I'm still getting to know you, but I've never heard about you saying like if you were severely overweight before, but I'll just be curious to know that about you, if you don't mind sharing. Let's see. Cookie, Kim J says to Cookie, I know I don't want to hold off weighing myself for that long again until I'm in maintenance. Yes, outside of maintenance, it doesn't seemingly serve me best. Yeah. And Shawnee is saying the Zepbound is working wonders. Yes, girl, Zepbound is working wonders for you. You're doing amazing on Zepbound. I'm just a creature of habit, and I really truly believe like if it's not broke, don't fix it. We're going to see what this 2.4 milligram dose does for me next week, and I see some other comments, so I'm gonna get to it in a second. But I'm nervous because I don't want to experience like any side effects, because frankly, y'all, like I've had very minimal. I never had soulful burps ever, never. Constipation has only been on the times that I did consume enough water, or eat enough, fruits and vegetables, to help my digestive tract. I've not experienced any of the negative side effects. If this is a negative side effect, I would say the only thing is when I was on the 1 milligram of Wegovy, the fatigue for the first few days when I first titrated up to 1 milligrams, that tiredness was like a pregnancy tiredness for those of you who have carried a child before. And I slept real good, but I also had like that lingering fatigue that stretched into the workday. And that was very unpleasant. But again, it was only for the first few days. And then when I got on the 1.7 milligrams for Wegovy, it was almost like I got an increase in energy. And honestly, that has been sustained. Like I'm one of those people that I actually really look forward to shot day, because I do have a little bit of a euphoria with shot day, because I don't know what it is about it, because I haven't done the extensive research like Jonathan, and I know Grace and a few of you others have dug into the weeds with the scientific data. But I don't know, I feel really good usually on my first day. So I'm a little bit nervous with going up to the 2.4 milligrams if I'm going to still have similar results or even better, because I do know that for Wegovy in the clinical trials, it was based off of the 2.4 milligrams. And I'm just getting to 2.4 after being on this medication for a little over a year. So it's going to be interesting, but I'm going back to weekly videos because this is a new venture for me. So I feel like I want to take you along for the ride, meaning long form videos. And also I am going to be weekly weigh in as well, because that just works best for me as far as tracking. Jen has a great point here. She says, our DNA is unique. You have to think of our DNA as linking blocks. Every DNA links differently to the meds. It's why people can have different reactions to even allergy meds. That makes perfect sense to me. Oh, Shawnee, girl, I forgot you weigh daily. Okay, so Shawnee, can I ask you a question about this daily weigh-in? Because I know it's some other people in our community that weigh in daily as well, but like, what about the weighing in daily? Like, is it because it gives you more data points to connect and you can like kind of look at whatever you're tracking tool you're using to do it, to kind of get a visual, or is it some other reason? When it's their media? Totally agree about the weigh-in. I would not do the month without weighing in. If somebody paid me some money to do it, like if it was a contest and there was some money at the end of the contest for who could do it, like, yeah. But other than that, no, I'm definitely going with weekly. Okay. Hopefully Jonathan sees your question, and he probably already answered because I'm a little bit, looks like, yeah, behind. Okay, I see he did see your question. You are seeing acceptance in the bodybuilding community of obesity as chronic disease. And Jonathan says, did he answer you? I'm not sure. Oh, I see Purple Bellflower came in. Hey, girl, how you doing? Listen, y'all, I seen some pictures of Purple Bellflower. Ooh, she looks so freaking good. Girl, you doing your thing. For real, though. Okay, let me get back on track because there's a lot of comments and I don't like being behind. Okay. Kim J says she doesn't have an issue with obsessing over the scale. She jumped in the challenge to support those who would have the issue and working their way out of it. That's a good point. And that's the way, honestly, Kim J, that's kind of like how I was feeling about the challenge too. It's kind of like, I don't really have an issue with the scale. It's kind of like whatever. But then once I got in it, I was like, by that third week, I was like, yeah, I need to go ahead and be weighing myself every week, like how I was. So Jonathan says the meds work identically in our bodies. It just depends on what the issue is for each individual. Some of us are addicts. Some just want to feel bloated. Some have poor BG control. That's interesting. That's so interesting. I learned so much from y'all. I really, truly do. Okay. And then it looks like Jen has got some conversation here. Receptors. Thank you, Jonathan. That is the word. No one medicine can be the answer for everyone. I get energy suppression and satiety with Zep, but I also use an insulin pump, which is different. Right. Okay. Bodybuilders have more experience using these in the last 2 years, Jonathan, it says in response to Grace's question. I spoke to Bellflower. Kim J, are you at the smart to weigh in? That's a great question. Let me get to this. Let's see. Jonathan has a question for me. Okay. There will be some overlap. Okay. Not a question. I'm sorry. You're answering my question. There will be some overlap, but think of it this way. SEMA equals 10 of 10 fullness, but doesn't have the GIP or glucagon, energy expenditure component. Okay. So I'm trying to make sure, because Jonathan, I would be one of your special students. I know you kind of talk really bad about people when they ask like dumb questions sometimes, but I'm just telling you, I would be one of kind of like your students who would always have to ask follow-up because I didn't do well in science. Rephrase. I made A's and B's in school. I had to work really hard to get B's in science and math. So let me make sure that I'm understanding what you're trying to teach me here. Some overlap, but think of it this way. SEMA is 10 of 10 fullness. So translation for me means when I eat, I am definitely gonna get that fullness in my tummy area quicker, which is why I can't sit down and eat a whole burger and a whole thing of fries. I usually eat like half of it, then I have to come back, wait 30 minutes to an hour, come back, eat the next half. Am I understanding that right? Okay, everybody's just saying hello to Bellflower. Jen says, glucagon is the alpha cells of the pancreas produce. I have vials of emergency glucagon. Wow. Okay. Okay, now Jonathan is answering my question about if he's ever been overweight. And he says he's never been overweight as an adult, but he has had binge eating in the past. Jonathan is autistic. This is something that Jonathan talks about in great detail on his channel. For those of you who are interested in having, I guess, being more well-rounded and educated on the topic of autism. But he says, I'm autistic and very regimented, but due to depression in the past, I would binge eat. I run controlled experiments so my clients and followers don't have to. I know how to deal with side effects efficiently, but I appreciate and understand most don't have the education and experience to fix issues. This is so true. This is so true. Shani is talking about some of the symptoms on Zep. I've only had constipation in the beginning and fatigue. Taisha, hey girl, it's good to see you up in here. How are you doing? Because I know you coming back, right? You took a little bit of a break, a little bit of a pause from the YouTube, even though I still be seeing your videos and posts, but you may be scheduled those. But I'm so glad to see you, and I hope that you're doing well. Actually, I absolutely love your channel, honey. I do. And I don't have Nightbot running yet. That's one of my goals to get set up here over the weekend. But please, if somebody says something in the chat and you are not following them or you're interested, I would highly encourage you to go and be curious about other creators. I recently have done that over the past month, thanks to being introduced to some other YouTube creators. And on the connecting channels like Kennedy K all day, Stash Cash for sure. And I've met some phenomenal people. I really, truly have. Jonathan being one of them. I also Jonathan's channel was through Joe, actually. That's how I met Jonathan, was through Joe's channel. Joe Sleep and Slim Down Journey. Y'all know Joe, sweet Joe. Okay, I have the exact opposite symptom. Things pass very quickly. Oh, really? Oh, I don't know. I don't prefer either, Jonathan, but I don't know if I could take the quick run through. I don't know if I could take it. I'm honored. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't know this young lady, who is a veteran, by the way, I've not had the privilege of telling you thank you for your service. So thank you for your service. I've heard parts of your story and interviews with Jay on Jay's channel. And sometimes I will respond in the chat, but a lot of times I'm mostly listening because I'm really trying to listen to learn and learn about the people who are talking. And I just want to tell you that I think you are a phenomenal human being. I don't care what you look like because I know you have a faceless channel mostly, but I just want to just say that in 2026, girl, you got this. You got this. You've been had it. You've been had it. And I think it just is a matter of sometimes how, like you were saying, like being in the right communities that can help you to express your gifts, talents, and abilities through encouragement. And so for such a time as this, you are here and created for this community and touching so many lives with your expertise. So I want to just say thank you for being here. And you don't know me well, but I kind of flow. And sometimes I hear things. And so that's what I heard for you. So good to see you, Mimi. Is it okay to call you Mimi? Because I saw people in the chat calling you Mimi. And I was like, oh, I like that. I wonder if I can call her Mimi. Thank you for being here. Okay. So Kim J says, me too, Shawnee. Daily weigh-ins help me know what I need to continue to do or stop. Oh, you're a daily weigh-in too. It's a great tool in my toolbox. We just have to use it in the right way. I'm happy people are learning. Mm-hmm. You're right. I mean, this whole thing is a learning experience, right? Like, I get so many nuggets of truth and things that I can tweak from you all. It's wild, honestly. It's been the best, wildest ride I've been on in a long, long time. And I really miss y'all when I'm not here. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of you feel the same way. It's kind of like it's weird in a way because we've never met in person. At the same time, you feel such closeness to people you just met months ago, sometimes weeks ago. It's so interesting. Jonathan says, there comes a point with each GLP where you reach a threshold dose when it's actually better to stack them or use a different generate. Really? To conquer the plaque? I did not even know you could do this. Have y'all heard about this stacking? Now, I heard about, y'all remember hydroxycut and stuff like that? L-carnitine back in the day. Like I'm kind of dating myself, but y'all know I'm about to be 48, so who cares? But I do know that you could stack for your workouts, like to get optimal workouts. So you could stack certain supplements in order to have like optimum results. But I did not know that you could stack GLPs. I had no clue. If y'all listen, y'all need to check Jonathan's channel out for real, for real. Okay. Kim J saying hello, Bellflower. Just saying hello. Everybody saying hello. Okay, Shawnee says yes. That's exactly why she weighs in daily, so she can make adjustments to food. Very salt. You know what? You did mention that in one of your videos that you were salt sensitive. You did mention that. Jonathan, do you find that doctors are supporting stacking? Yes, she is. Nicole is gorgeous. Yes, she is. You know, I seen the pictures in it. I was so happy she changed her profile picture to we could see her. She's absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure I would want to stack unmonitored. Yeah, I mean, definitely not unmonitored. I agree with you, Jim. But if it gets to a point, you know, as you know, we learn more and more about, you know, the medications and how they can best benefit us, you know, why not? Hey, Josh, it's so good to see you. So Josh is my cousin. Will y'all please say hello to my cousin, Josh? And Josh actually lives in the UK too. And I know Joe lives in the UK, but I'm not sure because I've never visited him there yet. I'm not sure the proximity for where he lives to where Joe lives. But wouldn't that be amazing if I could go visit my cousin and see Joe? That would be amazing. Okay. Jonathan says, I will never approach ToDo for advice on diet, weight management, or GLPs. They are the primary reason for the lawsuits and negative stigma in the media because they don't educate the users. That's to be more careful. That's my cousin Josh, y'all. Him and his beautiful wife, Dion, and their little baby live in the UK. So I don't get to see him often at all. You are a natural at this content game. Reaching out to you soon. Okay. All right. Love you. I actually told your mom to give you like my number because I know when you moved out the country, like I know that we kind of lost the numbers and stuff like that. But anyway, y'all, Josh is one of my first cousins because y'all know my mom is 1 of 10. So Josh's mom and my mom are sisters. So good to see you, Cuzzo. So good to see you. Okay. Kim J says, Evelyn, I forgot to say I normally weigh in daily or several times a week. Okay, since I eat a variety of things, it helps keep me. It'll keep me woke. I love it. I love it. I love it. Kay just said hello. Jen just says, and is expounding upon her previous point, I also know what questions to ask as a type 1 diabetic for over 30 years. Most people think all diabetics are the same thing. All diabetes is the same thing and the same treatment. And of course, we're learning that that is not the case by you educating us more, Jen. Okay, Shawnee says, example. Shawnee is a registered nurse. If I weigh 215 today and last week I was 216 and I want to lose another 1 pound, I will readjust my meals the next today to support another pound. Aha, okay. Yes, that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. Okay. Jonathan just says he's responding to Jen. I know, Jonathan. I know you don't. I've seen you kind of low-key snap on a couple of on a couple of people before, but I'm like, that's just Jonathan's personality. I set it aside and I'm like, Jonathan, I'll get on your nerves. I will be a special student for you or a special client because I will get on your nerves. I really would. I know it. The third ingredient of glucagon is in retatrutide. Okay, what Bellflower talking about? JC, which is why it's extremely important to work very closely with their health. Exactly. I believe in it. Like I can't, honestly, y'all, I know that I don't have an issue with compounding pharmacies because that's what I started off on. I was using a compounding pharmacy through my primary care physician who I see in person. I was using them, and it was Strive Pharmacy. That's who my doctor's office was working with from August of 2024 all the way through up to May 2025 of this year before I switched to Wegovy. And the reason why I switched to Wegovy is because my insurance started covering it. So it went to paying hundreds of dollars per month to paying only $25 a month for my medication. So financially, it was a no-brainer to switch to the brand name, even though one of the negative implications associated with switching was that I had to start over at the lowest dose, which was horrible. It was horrible. The first on the book. So I'm fully plugged in and still doing that. I don't even know what's going on. Some will let you eat and won't want food, but the stomach will be like, nope, we are full. Whereas others prevent you from see, irony. Thank you for your patience with your student. I'm learning. Yes, Nicole, I agree. Don't be afraid to work with your healthcare team if you're not comfortable with the ones. And honestly, I did not say this, but y'all know I'm not a healthcare provider. I'm just Evelyn, okay? All I'm doing is sharing my experiences with you all. That is it. I'm not giving advice. Taisha says, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I thought the fibromyalgia flare-up was going to last longer. Hopefully it wasn't too intense. Okay, that's good. And I'm sorry, you probably said that in a subsequent video like that, and I just missed it. So I apologize if you're having to repeat yourself, but I am glad that you're doing better. Okay, let's see. I appreciate your kind words. Evelyn Joe is the best. Oh my God. Isn't she just the sweetest? She is the sweetest. I really. I need to pack it. Wait, you got y'all celebrate the new year. Oh, you up to these, Kim J. Yes, I do ones. I'm so blessed to have ones that I have worked with for 18. Oh, yeah, you are really blessed. Honestly. 18, 27 years to have the, same care providers. Awesome. That relationship, those relationships, I imagine are pretty awesome. Okay, let's see. Okay, everybody was saying, hey, to elevate. Come on, honey. Come on, honey. Yes. She said she planned to express herself in 20. Girl, we here for you. We ready. You hear me? We ready. Okay, and Taisha's just acquainting herself with Mimi and the branches of service. And Taisha, I do not forget that you are so veteran. So, and I never told you either of you, never heard me verbalize it. Thank you so much for your service. I appreciate it. I done got bashful now. But after that live last night, yes. Hold me to it, girl. So, Kim, I was in the kitchen cleaning last night during your live, but I need to get back to it. And I also have to hurry up and get ready to get logged back onto work. So let me just hurry up and get through here. 2026 is definitely going to be a great year of expression. I totally agree. Jonathan says, same for you, Evelyn, and others. I'm a disabled man. I'll make it to part B. Looks like you might have pressed submit before you got finished typing, which I've done several times before. Hey, we're saying hello. I use walking stick and I live with pain condition called CRPS. And so Jonathan is just kind of letting you all know a little bit more about some of the comorbidities that he has. Kim J, you said it. Faith over fear. Yes, I love it. I love it. Right? Come on. If you're in your 40s, you know about Hydroxycut. Honey, they show all the people in the bikinis and stuff. Hey, Vanessa, I'm so sorry I missed you. I'm just working my way through the comments. Everybody was saying hello to my cousin Josh, who was here. Coincidentally, my auntie, Josh's mom, was calling me literally just now. So I have to call her back. Yes. Purple Bellflower Nicole, honey. that body banging. Let's see. Grace says daily weigh-ins help me deal with the regular fluctuations and not get discouraged. Although I also struggle with not seeing the hashtag move. So it's hate love. That's why I can't, honestly, like for me, that would drive me like bonkers, the daily. So I know I couldn't do it. Okay. And then it's just agreeing with Grace. Nicole, you're so welcome. Okay. Okay. Y'all, my lunch hour is over. I'm actually 3 minutes over, and I like to be timely. I want to just say thank y'all so much. I will definitely share pictures of our outing tonight. If my friends will allow me, I'll post some pictures of the event tonight. I'm going to get myself all the way dolled up as best as I can and have me a grand time. My plan for tonight is to have a maximum of 3 glasses of champagne with water in between. And then whatever the snacks are on the buffet that they provide, I'm going to focus on the protein, more protein intake tonight for this party. Anyway, thank y'all for being here. As always, please check out my video. That's much more detailed about my weigh-in today. Thank God for each of you. Happy New Year to each of you. And I will see you all very, very soon. Oh, pause. Hi, Virginia. So nice to meet you and see you. Thank you for being here. I'm just wrapping up, girl, because I got to log back into work. But I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope that you will roll back the replay. And again, thank you, everyone. Happy New Year. I will follow up and see y'all again soon. Be blessed.